What's up, guys? Buckle up because you're about to enjoy an excellent Snaps game preview where we tell you everything you need to know about this weekend's game and probably some stuff that you didn't. Enjoy. Texas at Arkansas. And, I don't have a ton to say here. Besides, I'm still not sure. They're kind of like Texas is kind of like Tennessee. It's a bit odd that you could have the top two teams in the SEC, and I'm still not quite sure how I feel about either one.
Yeah.
Does Texas have a great win yet? I don't think so, right? They played one currently ranked top 25 team, and that was Georgia, and they got their ass kicked.
Well, they beat Vanderbilt, top 25
by 3.
Okay,
you're right. Right, yeah, true.
They beat Michigan, who was top 10, at the time. So
no, I know.
At the moments they were nice wins, but yes, as you sit back and look at Texas right now, and you're like, okay, like Vanderbilt's still Vanderbilt, and that was a 3-point game. For how magical Vanderbilt season is, and yes, I get they beat Alabama, but still, like that, if you're a national championship team, like you should have dominated that game. I think last week was a dominant victory, but Florida's half their roster was out. They're on their third string quarterback. Running backs are out.
No, look, don't be wrong. Texas has done really well, estimating less their opponents.
Yes,
I'm just saying the one big test that they had, they kind of got their shit kicked in.
Oh, they failed
against Georgia.
Ewers failed.
Yeah, at home.
It was, but it was a really bad first half. I did think Ewers played better, significantly better in the second half versus Georgia. And that's kind of what I anticipated in him looking like the entire game, and it just was a really slow start. And he's known for that a little bit, and that's something that if Texas is going to want to win this year, he has to clean up the way in which he starts the first and second quarter. Similar to like Georgia and Georgia slow starts. You can't, if you're playing in big-time football games, you can't just say, oh, we're just going to figure it out in the second half, and it's okay. Like, no, you play Ohio State or Oregon or some of these other teams, you play like crap in the first half, you're going to lose the football game. So I think that is the hope and wish going forward for Texas is start fast. And where does Arkansas struggle? We said it.
Their defense got awful. Quinn Ewers should feast here. You want to talk about a get right game? Quinn Ewers should kick ass here.
Well, he got right last week versus Florida.
No, I know. I shouldn't say get right game. You want to talk about like go dominate
for him? Yes.
Yeah. Also 11 a.m. kickoff can kind of go either way. Like sometimes the favorite comes out a bit sleepy. I still maintain, though, it's hard for the underdogs crowd to get too much in it at 11 a.m. I think that's maybe a slight advantage, Texas. But really, probably look, because I want to be clear. Texas defense is still awesome.
Yeah.
I don't see Arkansas's offense having any success. Texas offense is still really good.
I mean, listen. Taylor Green is still pretty special, and Taylor Green versus Ole Miss got knocked out. They had to go with the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So I do think that he is that talented of a quarterback, not to where they're going to win the football.
I mean, quarterbacks have been god awful against Texas this year.
I know.
They've thrown like it's like what, like 2 touchdowns, like 14 picks or something against
Texas. Has Texas faced a mobile quarterback like that though this year? Not really.
Maybe not
really.
Okay, but hold on. I don't want to get bogged down here because all I'm saying is Texas defense is awesome. Arkansas's defense is horrible.
Yeah,
I think Texas should clearly win this game. What I find to be fascinating about this, and I think it's something that a lot of us may not know or don't really appreciate, is that this is one of college football's great traditional rivalries.
Yeah.
Now they stopped playing in 91. They've only played 6 times since then. Arkansas is 4-2, but these two teams still absolutely hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
They started playing in 1894. They played every 2 years until 32. Then every single year from 32 to 91, they played. They played, and then in the 60s, this was a game, Aaron, that actually decided a couple of national championships.
Mm-hmm.
I think 8 games featured at least one. Where was it? Here we go. Hold on. In 1964, Arkansas won its only football national championship. Its big win that year came over Texas. Texas was ranked number 1. Arkansas was ranked number 8. Arkansas ends up winning and later launches them to a championship. In 1969, this game was called the game of the century, still is. Best game in the 20th century. The Texas was number 1. Arkansas was number 2. They're playing on ABC. Arkansas gets up 14-0. Texas comes back, wins 15-14. Richard Nixon is at the game, flew in for the game. He goes to the Texas locker room after the game and presents them with the national championship trophy, despite the fact they actually still had to beat Notre Dame in a bowl game. Either way, it's the renewal of a fun, classic, history-filled rivalry. And although Arkansas is better than what I thought they were going to be coming into the year, I just think this is a god-awful matchup for them.
Well, you brought up a good point about the fans in the early game. I think there's also the factor too of that game versus Ole Miss was also at home. So the last time that these fans were in that stadium, they watched their defense give up 63 points to an offense that is very similar to what the offense they're going to face. So, at what point do the fans, it's a rivalry game and a renewed rivalry, so I think they're going to show up. But at what point do they, you have
Arkansas fans apparently fucking hate Texas.
Yeah, but I'm still if Texas comes out, if they come out fast and hard, we love a little fast and hard start. I think the Arkansas fans start hitting the gates a little early.
Yeah.
They start thinking oh shit, it's Ole Miss all over again. And then we want to, for the Texas fans in the chat, oh, Diego, Oklahoma's quarterback, both mobile quarterback, not to Taylor's athletic ability. And then Oklahoma's offense.
Yeah, but Diego Pavia is a way better quarterback.
No.
Than Taylor?
No.
In that offense?
Taylor may be the most. Diego is phenomenal because Diego has the heart of a damn lion. Taylor Green is one of the most gifted athletes, quarterbacks in all of college football. And he has gotten significantly better as the season's gone on. Significantly better. Go look at the game log. I've had two of their games this year. Significantly better. I mean, hell, versus Ole Miss before he got knocked out, he was 10 of 14, 158 yards.
All right, but whatever. You're not choosing Arkansas to win. But I do appreciate you giving Taylor
Green the facts. I'm just trying to give you
for sure. All right, so we both think Texas wins here, right? And probably pretty big.
What's the spread? What are you picking?
What's the spread? I don't know.
13.5.
I would take Texas to cover.
I would take Texas to cover.
Oh, well, I'd say that was informative and fun. If you agree, please hit the like button, sub, and we'll see you next time for some more snaps.